Hello there everyone, it's the J-Man Turtleman coming at you with a Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode review. Hey man, it's the J-Man and thank you for tuning in to watch this review of our third episode of Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and our third part of our Kavaxas tale or arc. This episode is titled Heart of Evil. The Turtles have discovered that Kavaxas needs Shredder's helmet and his heart to resurrect him from the dead. They already have his helmet, the Kuro Kabuto, from last episode, and now they need his heart. So Leo and Donnie and April and Karai are searching the city for it, as well as Bebop and Rocksteady. Tiger Claw has them out looking for it. And so who has the heart? Who has Shredder's disgusting, shriveled, gross heart? None other than the mob boss, Don Vizioso. I really like Don Vizioso as a villain. He's very reminiscent of the old classic Turtles mobsters in the original cartoon series. They had Mad Dog McMutt and Pinky Fingers, or Pinky McFingers, I think, and Don Tortelli. And, I loved all the mob bosses that they always all had to face sometimes. And Don Vizioso is very reminiscent of that big, fat Italian mobster guy who has the heart and he's right there eating it. Or not eating the heart, but he's eating next to the heart, and that's just disgusting. Really gross. This episode seems like it was his last episode, with how it ended. And I'm really sad about that. I wish he was in more episodes. I wish he was introduced earlier on, maybe like in the early part, or maybe like the last part of season 3, or early part of season 3. I feel like he would have had a bigger role. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I think he was first introduced in season 3, but with that tiny little role, just like a weapons dealer with Shredder. And not that exciting. I just wish he had a bigger role, and he felt disappointed to me. He seems very paranoid about the heart. He's there almost like Gollum in the One Ring. It's his precious, and rightfully so. Bebop and Rocksteady try to take it. Leo and Donnie try and take it, and the whole episode seemed very much like a game of keep away, especially at the end. At the end there, Tiger Claw comes up with Kavaxas, and he has the seal that controls Kavaxas, and that gets away from him, and Mikey gets it, and this gets it, and it's thrown all over the place, and this is a big chasing. Michelangelo gets pretty beat up in this episode. He and Tiger Claw are fighting on top of a moving train, trying to keep the seal away from one another, and he just jumps off the train, and he gets pretty beat up. But Mikey, they're giving Mikey little moments to shine in these episodes. In the past episodes, he's always been kind of a goofball. The main bad part of the plot happens because of him multiple times. But these episodes, I feel like they're really sticking to who Mikey is, and that's his heart is just part of the center of the Turtles team. And while the other Turtles have been really affected by Master Splinter's passing, they haven't said it, but you can kind of see it in their personality, especially Leo and Donnie in this episode, which we'll talk about. But Mikey is still Michelangelo. He's still trying to keep the Turtles grounded in who they are in their family. And it speaks volumes about his spirituality, which I think will come back probably in the next episode. So Mikey, keep an eye on Mikey. I think we should also be keeping an eye on Kavaxas. Well, duh, he's the main bad guy now, but he seems to have secondary motives. He seems really intense on getting the heart, putting Shredder all back together. Tiger Claw mentioned something about it. And for a slave, he seems really interested in what Tiger Claw's motives are, so we need to think foreshadowing coming up there. Donatello was definitely the main turtle in focus in this episode. He has a grudge against Don Vizioso for almost dissecting him in the episode Mutant Gangland. And he had this grudge, and he wants to get revenge on Don Vizioso, and it just seemed a little forced, almost. It seemed like, well, where'd this grudge come from? I think it would make a little bit more sense if this wasn't the first and only time we've heard about this grudge, besides that episode. I will say, though, it was a nice, just breath of fresh air, other than Leo being the one always going in and always having the grudge and always doing the things. That comment Mikey made cracked me up. The solo Leo act is getting a little stale. That was really funny. Donatello is the one that's going all solo and rogue and going in to get Don Vizioso, and he almost kills him in the end. But Leo says something like, remember who you are, and snaps him out of it, and he doesn't. And Don goes to jail. So I enjoyed that secondary plotline, but it just felt a little bit out of place. So, Heart of Evil, the third episode in our Tale of Kavaxas of the Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was an okay episode. It's continuing the whole cinematic quality of these episodes and continues the tale of Kavaxas, wraps up the whole Don Vizioso gangster plot line. We know what happens to him now. And features a very interesting plot line with Donatello. Overall, though, I'm going to say 78% C+. Thank you guys for watching this episode review. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe below to find out whenever I post new episode reviews or Ninja Turtle videos. And also, as always, follow me on Instagram for more updates. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the J-Man Turtle Man saying, Cowabunga!